Hey, boat friends. I'm sure you saw that title. This is my first yellow ship. This is going to be a good one. It's called the Happy River from the Netherlands, and it has Project Cargo from Antwerp, Belgium. So this is going to be a really unique, fun experience here. I'm in Duluth, Minnesota. 50 degrees, light wind. You take a look at that flagpole there on the right, about 7 mile per hour gusts. We have the aerial lift bridge all the way up 135 feet. Give you a parking lot check. There's a few people out here at 8 a.m., but they're all out here to see this unique vessel coming in. I'm going to be zooming in. We're going to really check out that cargo that is on deck. Well, let me get you caught up real quick with marine traffic. So here's the Happy River. Just a name that brings a smile to your face. That's a really interesting name. Pretty cool. Doing 6 knots. It's going to be going over to Port Terminal, so it's going to go through the aerial lift bridge, come through the harbor basin, and it's going to go right over in this area here in Port Terminal, right about here. We're going to get down there next to the piers here in one moment. I did want to show you one more interesting aspect of this vessel so you get a better idea of what we're going to be checking out. Take a look at some of the pictures that I found of just the heavy cargo this vessel can lift with these huge cranes. Look at that. That's no joke. So I want you to visualize that as we get down next to it. So real deal vessel, 452 feet from the Netherlands. Well, let's get down there. We'll walk together on this pleasant morning here in Duluth, Minnesota. I think it looks really cool with that yellow. Make sure we don't miss anything. Give you a shot as I walk by. Take a look at those cranes on deck. So as I walk down, I'll give you some info. Happy River, 452 feet in length. Owned by the Big Lift Shipping organization out of the Netherlands. That's a fitting name, right? Built in 1997, around 11,000 tons from a cargo capacity standpoint. Cruising speed, around 15.6 knots. 17 crew members aboard. One diesel engine pushing out around 11,000 horsepower. And two cranes, as you can see. Decibel meter for the Happy River, 97.3. Let's take a look at this vessel now. There's that Big Lift logo there on the side. Again, they're talking about Project Cargo. It didn't really define exactly what that was, but it's heading over to Port Terminal. This cargo came from Antwerp, Belgium. See a crew member out there on the top of the bow. But get a look at these massive cranes and that unique yellow color scheme. I mean, you're not going to miss that. Huge cranes, and we saw in those pictures really what this can do from a lifting standpoint. See if we can check out anything there on deck. Get a better look at the cranes there for you. Well, let's take a look at this impressive superstructure. I mean, when we have a salty that comes in, again, for people that aren't familiar, a salty is an ocean-going vessel that makes it through here into the Great Lakes. See the stack pumping there on the top. There's a flying bridge with all the communication equipment at the top. See some crew members out there. They actually got some yellow attire. That's pretty fitting. Enormous superstructure, though. And we're going to watch the pivot in the harbor basin, so just stick with it. Take a look at the Seagull Party right there in the background. Reminds me of a very large apartment building, that superstructure. I mean, it is that tall. Probably one of the tallest that I've seen. From a vessel coming through Duluth. You'll notice you have a blue and a white color scheme there. You can see in the back there, Happy River, Amsterdam. Very good size anchor there on the stern. You can see that lifeboat that's pitched downward. On the port side. It'll be interesting. I'm going to watch what the captain does here with this pivot into the basin. Seagulls looking for a free meal, as you can see. Giant cranes. The superstructure was massive as well. In person, very impressive. Hopefully the video captures that as well. But again, a really cool name, Happy River. Very positive sounding name. I mean, right when you think about it. Yellow color scheme. This vessel really stands out in the crowd, no doubt about it. And then those two cranes that are on the deck as well. We'll watch a little more of this pivot here. Oh, and then we got a tug. I didn't even notice that. Let me take a look at marine traffic and I'll tell you who that is. That is Kentucky. So that's a Kentucky that's lending some assistance. That's a surprise guest that I wasn't expecting. Well, there's a Kentucky right on the stern side. It looks like immediate assistance is what's going on here. That's most likely going to be Captain Chip on the Kentucky as well. Very cool. Well, there you go, boat friends. We got another one in the book. And that is the Happy River. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And if you're interested in additional vessel videos, you'll see that here in a moment. But again, boat friends, I really appreciate you. And I'm glad that we got to capture this vessel. Take care.